In this video, we're going to be going over Discogs in ThunderPOS.net. The Discogs database is freely accessible as long as you have a Discogs account, which, as of this recording, does not cost anything. But you will have to have signed up for an account, and in order to get pricing, you do actually have to link to a PayPal account and verify some shipping information. And that will give you Discogs pricing suggestions. Otherwise, you will not get price suggestions with this database. So if we take a look here, we are on ThunderPOS.net here, and to access the Discogs database, you just go through Items and then to Data Sources and then to Discogs. You can actually access this even if you have not yet linked your account. What it's going to do is when you actually try to do a search, if you have not previously linked an account, it will ask you to log in with your Discogs account and copy over a code. So once you've done that, you'll be good for doing searches going forward unless you revoke our access, in which case you'll have to do that again in order to utilize the function. So the first thing we're going to do here is just search by. So the search here is just a kind of general search. You can use artist, title, track, all interposed there. Most things will get found through that. Artist, title, track will just search those specific fields. And then show all releases. If you don't check that, it's going to show you the what are called master releases, which will group many releases together, and then you can select between those different releases. That can be a little more useful if you're doing more general searches, such as just for an artist rather than by a barcode or something like that. You may have to check show all releases if you're searching for something that only has one printing and it doesn't have a master release in Discogs, for example. Basically, if you're searching for something really obscure, you might need to check show all releases instead. So for the moment here, we're just going to do a general search for just Back in Black, just to kind of show how it works. And we'll see that we get, obviously we get a few different versions of AC/DC stuff. We also get other things that happen to share that particular, title, such as Cypress Hill. So we'll actually we'll import that one, and you just go to Details, and then you can see here I actually don't have price suggestions from Discogs on that one, which can sometimes happen with particular formats. I think I might have selected the file, which obviously doesn't make sense, but we'll do the vinyl here, and now we do see our price suggestions here pop up from it. Additionally, you can see like a track list. Sometimes you'll have extensive notes. All of this gets imported, you get the picture. So we'll say that we just want to import this, and it will take us to a page where we can more fully fill out the item. And then once we have saved it, then it will bring in the picture and all of that. You'll see we've got our pricing as we had requested to import. And you can see that that is how that works. Now, Discogs is a little different than AC or other vendor databases are in terms of quick importing. So I'm going to actually, so let's grab this item ID, and then we're actually going to delete this item from our database. So this item will no longer be in our database. And then we're going to go to Maintenance and then Settings. And we are going to select that we want to quick import from Discogs. And then if we do a quick import, which I have to go to items for. So you can do a quick import here. You can do it at the register in vendors. Regardless, when you scan an item from Discogs, they will have many different items associated with that barcode frequently. So you will have to actually select from it. Whereas with AC or with AMS, they're only going to have one item associated with a particular barcode. So this selection process that we can do here, that is a difference between Discogs and those others. And once we click on that, so we get the same deal where we can import the item. And then once again, it's going to bring us back to actually import the item, and we can bring it back in again. So that is the big difference with Discogs is you are going to have more data you just have to go through because Discogs has so much about every printing. They kind of distinguish between every individual printing of a record in a way that the distributor databases simply don't. So, just kind of keep an eye out for that. That can make it a little difficult to use. But it is a great resource for more obscure stuff, just because it is definitely the largest of the vendor databases for records that we have available to our customers. So, that can be very useful if you're willing to sort through the variety of data that they offer.